Russ hit that huge shot. We were down 3. You know, that's one where you're like, and then he makes it, and get to relax your shoulders a little bit. But that was a huge shot for us when we were down 3. There were so many guys that made big plays down the stretch, from Wayne to Steven, Chris Jones, Terry Rozier, Montrez. Everybody, really stepped up and made plays.
Don't be modest. I mean, look, you want that shot down the stretch when you hit those 2 threes? I mean, do you want the ball in those situations?
Absolutely. Yeah, no question. I mean, I feel confident shooting the ball, whether I've missed 30 in a row or whether I made 30 in a row. I want the ball in my hands just as much as Russ does, and I think the fact that we're both selfless, and Chris is selfless, and we just want to win the game, helps us out because we both can take the shot, but we don't have to.
When you're in this situation, what are you thinking? What are you feeling? I mean,
you're just playing.
Every kid dreams of that in the driveway. You know that.
Yeah, I think you're just playing. And, Coach Pitino teaches you, if you're open, shoot the ball. If you're not, drive or pass. And, I caught the ball, and I was open, so I shot it. And that's pretty much it. You're not really thinking like, this shot's going to be a game changer or something like that. You're just going out and playing.
What did you learn about you guys tonight?
Playing yourself almost out there tonight? Because they were so much, you guys were so similar. It was like playing almost like.
It was tough, man. That was a well-prepared team. They kept coming at you for 40 minutes. They get all the credit in the world for playing that tough of a game. Coach, it was just like Coach said. So I think some guys might have been thinking it wouldn't be quite as tough as it was, and it was a battle for 40 minutes.
How many adjustments were there in this game with Coach just trying to change things around to get something out?
It wasn't that much. We tried to clean up our offense a little bit, look for some different things, and defensively, the high-low was killing us in the end, but we were just trying not to give up a big 3. And letting Trez and Steven battle it out down there, and they got a couple good looks, but for the most part, we played pretty good defense.
What did you learn about you guys tonight? I mean, when you're taking punches like that, you guys pull it out. What does it say about you?
You need a game like that, especially the way we've been playing. You absolutely 100% need a game like that. It's gonna hopefully propel us to go all the way, but a team that plays that defense the whole 40 minutes, your offense isn't as smooth or as good as you want it to be. And you pull out a win. You want to learn in a win. Obviously, if you know you're going home, so it feels great. And I think you learned a lot from your team. You got to really battle for 40 minutes.
Is it almost a relief when that shot of Russ goes in? That okay, now we can take a deep breath.
Oh, it was a huge shot, no question. That's Russ ridiculous. I mean, he hits big shots. Done it his whole career. Guy's a stud.
Coach said you guys only had 1 3 for about 35 minutes of the game, and then a whole bunch right there at the end. What changed?
I personally, I just tried to move a little more in the zone and play off of Russ. Coach had me trying to play the high post a little bit, and I obviously not going to shoot a lot of threes from the free throw line. I just tried to play off of Russ. I mean, he commands so much attention. I kept hearing Stevie Masiello saying he wanted 10 eyes on Russ and myself. So, I knew you'd have to be watching one of us. So just keep moving, and Russ is going to find you. Such a good player.
How does this help you going into the next game? I mean, does this help you?
Yeah.
So how in terms of confidence? So many people say the first one's the hardest one.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, you need a game like this where you have to battle for 40 straight minutes. You don't want to think it's easy. I think if we had a blowout win, it would have been a bad thing. So it's great to get a win. All the credit in the world goes to them. They played an unbelievable game, and I'm really impressed with all those guys.
Were you worried?
Never.
Really?
Never. Got Russ Smith. We're fine.
You're down 3 and you're not saying.
Russ Smith has the ball in his hands. Something good's going to happen. Eternity left. How much time was left when he hit that?
3:44.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the things that can happen in 3 minutes and 44 seconds.
What was there kind of a lift off your shoulders when that one went in?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, things weren't going great for us, and it was a big momentum swing. But you're not worried. You always have faith in your teammates, and especially Russ and Chris, Terry. Those guys get in there and make so many plays. And when we get the press on, it creates havoc. They made that trap, and I was able to read the pass and get that steal. And I just try to play off of those guys.
Did you hear the crowd get behind Manhattan?
A little bit. Everybody wants an upset.
Right. It speaks to what you all have done with all year. You get a target on your back.
Yeah.
How difficult is that?
We get everybody's best shot, and that's just the way it goes. All the credit in the world to Manhattan. They played, unbelievable game. Keep saying it, but, all the way down their line of players, they played awesome.
You and Russ are going to get a lot of the credit for the shots you hit down the stretch, but Wayne, the toughness he showed mean, for the whole second half to keep you in it
Absolutely.
too. And
Defensively, rebounding the ball, making smart plays on offense. You know, a lot of credit needs to go to Wayne Blackshear. He played awesome. Trez was battling. You know, there's a lot of guys you could put it on to, but you know, I don't need any of the credit. Wayne Blackshear, Montrez, Steven, those guys battling down there, they deserve a lot of credit.
a lot of the national pundits are going to say this shows you guys are vulnerable. What would you say to that? Is this just March Madness? It was a
I think everybody needs to play that Manhattan team and see what happens. You know, I think they're one of the great teams in the country, and they're the real deal. So go play Manhattan and come talk to me.